Hello, everyone. It's Carolyn Perry back with another reading for this week, May 13th to May 20th. I'm an intuitive reader, a past life regression therapist, and I read the tarot. I do some channeling, do some meditation work. So I'm glad you're here. I hope you, if you're for the first time, welcome. I appreciate that. And if you're coming back, yay! Good to see you. Or have you here. I can't exactly see you. Anyway, so let's pull some cards um for the week. And I'd like to I have my daughter gave me some really cool new cards for Mother's Day. And I don't know how they work exactly. I don't well, let's just play with them. But they're a cosmic timing oracle deck. And so they have different cards in there that kind of have the different times on them, like, not for a while, coming really soon, what month it is or whatever. So what I thought I'd do is end this reading after we do the weekly reading with three different pulls. So we'll do an ABC kind of a thing just with these cards. And so you can think of your question and pick an A, a B, or a C, and I will pull three different cards. Uh, but for right now, let's focus on what's going on for this week. And I am using the Gilded Tarot by Sarah Majetti. I like his decks. Well, I say I do love his decks, but I also have a bunch of them that I love. So he's beautiful. His artwork is beautiful. They really speak to me, but there's several of them that I really enjoy. Okay. Let's So to start off, we have the Nine of Wands. And I'm just going to go through what we have, and then we can kind of talk about what they mean after. Let's see, Nine of Wands, the Five of Swords. Doing a little bit better this week with holding them so you can see them, right? I say that, then I slip into the other. The Five of Cups, the Emperor, which I think we may have had the Emperor last week, and the Two of Wands. So as I'm seeing this, as this is a little bit of a week of finding some more clarity about what you feel is right for you. And there may be this sense of kind of dropping into a little bit of feeling some disappointment or some feelings of not quite getting what you're wanting this week. But I think that that's leading you to a much clearer place as far as um, how you want to move things forward, what it is that's right for you. So we all have, I think we have those highs and lows where we kind of drop into a low where it feels like, what's going on? I don't understand. There's those questions that come up, and then from that comes out of a little bit more clarity and some sense of direction about where to go. So I read the Nine of Wands as really starting to get clear about the direction that you want to move in, kind of finding your own wand, like what it is that's your passion, what it is that's your clarity, and not listening or taking on so much of everybody else's stuff. And that's kind of what's behind here. So not kind of moving forward in a stronger way about where you want to be. But this can be a little bit overwhelming because there's still a lot of stuff coming at you from behind. The Five of Swords, again, this is a feeling of like where we start to question things, and there's a disappointment, and there's a kind of a heaviness of thought around this. But the fives are always things, I read them as always things that we're kind of doing to ourselves. It's not necessarily what's going on, it's just the way it feels in the moment. It's the way that we are looking at it, so it's perception. So again, another Five of Cups, where it's like that sense of emptiness and disappointment, and kind of being not having what you necessarily thought you wanted showing up. But again, this is the fives are perception, because there's a deeper meaning or deeper reason for the things that are happening. And with the Emperor, the way that I'm reading this today is that this is the divine masculine part of us, which is the part that takes action, the part that goes out there and does something and makes movement and moves on what we want. And again, it feels like this is he's holding, like, similar to that nine of wands, where he's kind of holding on to that. It's like that, what is it that's your passion? Where do you want to be going? What are you feeling guided to? What is it that's strong for you? So starting to get some clarity and movement around that. And with the two of wands, it feels like there's a few different options that are available. Like the path is starting to open up, and there's some clarity about, okay, how am I going to move forward? Where am I going this week? What is it that is going to get me closer to what I want? I'd like to just pull a couple more, just because I feel like I'd like some clarity around what this is about. If we can see, if we can find out some more. So let's see. Can we have a little bit more clarity on this? Oh, two popped right out. Oh, okay. So the Queen of Swords, and this is just that really starting to get more um it's the clarity from within us. So it's starting to get that sense of direction about what feels right for us and where we need to set boundaries. And some of the decks, she's chopping off heads, and it's just because it doesn't, whoever it is not working, whatever it is not working, so she's needing to set a boundary around that. So this is to me, with the rest of this reading, it's like getting the clarity about where it is you want to be going, what it is you're being pulled towards, what it is that feels right to you, that can pull you away from that sense of being heavy and disappointed, and learning where to set the boundaries, who to set the boundaries with, what to set the boundaries with in your life, because what you're moving towards is your destiny. The stars, like, where's your path? What is your destiny? What is it that you're being called to do? So I feel like with the energy that I've been feeling this last week, with all of the solar flares and the just all of the energy shifts that are happening, it just feels like there's this real push to stretch outside of our comfort zone and feel into bigger opportunities, bigger things, and much more abundant things than we've had or have maybe even thought about being able to have. So there's this, for me, I've been feeling like as this energy is circling around, just kind of feeling like pushed into an awareness of remembering kind of the spiritual realm in a way that I hadn't remembered before, and starting to work with that. And I think this Queen of Swords is that. It's like finding that starting to lean into the realm, and call in what it is you want with clarity and with knowing that this is what you deserve and this is your path. And it's starting to move from a place of really nurturing self, really finding that place within you that needs to feel held and cared for. And I think the energy is coming in to kind of offer that support for those places where, I mean, we've all been through some tough stuff these last few years, where you felt depleted and kind of beaten down. Well, this is a new energy of being of finding a way to be supported and moving forward on the path that you want to be moving forward to. And it might be meaning taking some risks and changing things, and stepping out there and doing things that are a little different, such as a YouTube channel for me. It's like just kind of moving yourself out there in ways that you're feeling guided to do, and that are allowing you to receive more of what you want. It's about feeding your soul. Where is it that you find that you get your joy and you can feel that sense of being loved? One of the guidances that I've been getting really strongly for myself, and I believe this is true for a lot of us in these times, to really find your joy. So where does joy show up? Where does love show up? And how do you connect with that? And the more you do that, the more you vibrate in a higher way, and the more you'll be pulled and have the clarity to have more of that in your life. So I think that's a big piece of what we're being called to do. right now, is finding our way out of those places where we feel disappointed and into where it is that is our path, our destiny, the reason we're here, the things that we really want to be exploring and experiencing for ourselves. And the more of us that are doing that, the more that you allow love to be your focus, like you receive it, you play in it, you have the joy of it, the more that you're able to help the vibration of the whole planet raise. Because love is the highest vibration. And that's what brings healing, not just to you, but to everyone around you. One of the things I say to a lot of my clients is as you heal, it ripples out to the people around you. And it's fun to hear the validation for that when I'm hearing from people saying, and this happened with this relative, and this happened, and this shifted in this relationship. And it's not anything necessarily that they were seeking out or making happen. They're just doing their own work to heal themselves and to find their own joy. So find your joy this week. Spend some time in the moments of joy. Where is love showing up for you? Maybe it's just in a sunset or a sunrise or a child's eyes or a hot cup of coffee. That's gonna be really fun and enjoyable too, right? So just take it in wherever it comes and allow yourself to expand into that. So our final card, which is similar to what we were just talking about, is a new dawn. The worst is behind you. A positive new experiences are on the horizon. So that's really what we're talking about, shifting that energy from the heavy into the lighter energy, allowing yourself to explore and play in what it is that brings you joy. And as you do that, raising your vibration to call more of that in. So I do feel like that you will notice this week that you're maybe smiling a bit more or finding yourself being called to places where you do feel that sense of things more. So let's play with these new cards. So take a moment and just think which one comes to you that you feel drawn to, A, B, or C. And as you do that, allow yourself to form a question. What is a question that you're having about something in your life that you're wondering about the timing of? That divine timing can be frustrating at times when it's like, it's not quite here yet, but you can really know and feel that it's coming. So, all right, for my A people, let's focus on A and your question. And let's see what the answer is. Don't wait around. That's pretty clear, isn't it? Don't wait around. So whatever it is that you're waiting on, it seems like it's not necessarily the right time for it for you. And that doesn't, I don't think that means that it's not ever going to come around, but for right now, it's not the right time. So hopefully that was helpful. I know that's not always what we want to hear. Sometimes we want to hear that it's right now, but that's, I think, some clarity. So for my B people, think about your question. What is it that you want to know about as far as divine timing? And let me pull a card for you. And again, these are new. I haven't played with them until this weekend when I got them for Mother's Day from my daughters. So, yeah, take what feels right. If it doesn't feel right, just let it go. Okay. So my B people, your question. Ooh, very different than the A's. Very soon. I love that lightning bolt kind of an energy, right? So whatever it is that you're talking or questioning about, according to these cards, if it feels right to you, will be very soon. Beautiful. So quite different, isn't it? And then our C people, think about your question. What would it be that you would want to know about? What the timing of? And let's see what the cards say. And please let me know if any of this feels accurate, if you're getting anything from it, if there's something more or less that you'd like to see in the readings. I'm just playing around here. I'm just trying it out. I'm figuring out what works, and I love to get the feedback about anything that you'd like more of, or that anything that any feedback is good. All right, so let's see with the C people. Your question. So kind of a variety of answers for everyone, up in the air. So this one feels like it could go either way. Like there isn't a clear answer for this one yet. So that's your ABCs for those timing cards. Let me know how that feels and what you think about it. Um, and again, certainly if it didn't fit, it didn't fit. Um, yeah, and if you're interested in a reading, a personal reading, I'd love to get to know some of you personally. Send me an email. We'll set up an appointment to do a reading. All the information's down below. If you're interested in any kind of past life regression healing work, I've been trained in hypnotherapy. I'm a hypnotherapy trauma focused therapist for most of the time, but I'm really wanting to expand into doing more of the past life regression healing work. So if you're interested in anything like that, if you just want to understand more about it, just send me an email. I'd love to chat with you. Yeah, so subscribe if you feel guided to. Give me a like. The likes, I love to see those. Those really help me along too. And certainly, if you feel guided to give me a comment, I love the feedback. It's so fun to get to know you and connect with you. And I appreciate you joining me here today. And I will be back. I'm hopefully going to try to do another video this week. I'm not sure what I'm going to be guided to do yet, but I always listen to what my guides kind of tell me what to do and go with that. So hopefully this was helpful. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you soon. Thank you.